So I'm going to be replacing this fence here. Previous owner put this in, and I assume he didn't have a way to tension this like I did installing the same fencing on the garden last year. So we're going to be tearing it out. Chickens have been enjoying some rhubarb. This 2x6 will be coming out. That 2x6 over there will be coming out. And the rest of these are 6x6s. Those are staying in. They're lined up with the barn wall here. There's some, I don't know if you'll see it, there's some fencing here in the ground. That'll be staying. We'll have to tie it into the new system. I'll be replacing these with 4x4s. And the tiny house that you just saw will actually be going right there, hopefully next month. And probably, so there's the corner, probably right about here. I'm going to put another 4x4 post all the way up, and that'll be for the door that I'm going to be building so I can get in here with the tractor. So I put out a video last year of all the work we did to this little barn here, and I'll link to it above. This mesh or chicken wire here will be coming out. These top 4x4s, I believe, will be coming out. Not quite sure yet till I get this all taken apart. Lawnmower needs some work done to it, so we're a little behind on the mowing, as you can see here. They like this little chair here too, so I'm actually going to build this better. It tips over, and once the 4x4 is up, I think I'll have enough space to just put a long maple tree right across here. I'll cut it down. It'll be a natural seat for them to sit on. Let's see if I can pull this out. Yeah, they use some pretty big staples. Our rooster doesn't like changes, but the other ones always seem interested. Yeah, I'll have to pull those staples out. Treat man. They like the old rhubarb leaves. Okay, you can pull it out now.
No, I can't. Just trying to put it over there too.
Why? Now you can. We'll have to fix this up. So I gotta be careful of this here. This might slam back at me. This blade is getting dull. Just want to make sure this doesn't hit me in the head. Caught on something? It's just spinning. Can you lift up on this a little bit? I may just have to cut the screw. It's spinning. Lift up on this if you can do it without it coming down on you. You have to go back that way. Further. Okay, lift up. No, you gotta lift it up. I'm gonna have to cut it. Let's try this. Oh. Watch out, chicken.
You have work boots.
Yep. Not dressed for this kind of work. Hopefully I'll have another blade. This thing is dull. I'm just afraid this might whip me in the face. Nope. Okay, watch out.
Watch out, Snowshoe.
All right, so everything is out that needs to be out other than I need to pull that out. The centerpiece is staying. This is in pretty good shape. I just need to secure that a little bit better. So this is coming out. This, unfortunately, is going to come out. What is that? Gonna put it right back in, but I loosened it up trying to get a board off that was being stubborn. So I'll lift that out, get the cement out, re-cement it. And it's not plumb anyway, so that's okay. All right, so time to pull this up. Hardest part is just getting this chain linked so that it doesn't slip off. I really need to get a shorter chain. It would make wrapping this up a lot easier. Now, if I wrap this good enough, this should come right up. Up it comes. This board actually looks like it's in pretty good shape. Alright, let's see if I got that tight enough. Key is getting this low enough so that when you do lift it up, the wood doesn't come back and hit your tractor. Now, I am not going to reuse these. I'm taking up all of these. I said earlier I was going to reuse them, but the one to the left is not in the way I want it, and I'm going to use 4x4s. New 6x6s are too expensive, about $30 a piece. And I figured if I'm doing this all over new, I may as well just use new wood. Feels good to be sitting inside with the air conditioner running. We've been taking turns cooling off. see, where should I dump this? Burning it will help prevent it rot. So we spent the last probably 3, 4, 5 evenings working on getting the posts set. Took quite a while, and I believe that they're all in line with each other. My goal was to have these lined up so that you can't see the other poles when you stand like this. The other ones are all wobbly and off a bit. The other thing too is you see here, this went in a good foot, I would say, because when we were standing in the house, we could actually see that the old fence, and I didn't like that. It wasn't lined up, it was actually coming out past the barn. So I fixed that. And you can see here, this board was coming apart, so still in good shape. So I sucked it in with some screws, and then I put some Dynaflex 230. This stuff is great for exterior use. And we will paint that since we have to paint this board anyway. I dug up the dirt quite a bit. It was getting pretty compacted. It hadn't been fixed for a couple years, so now the chickens have plenty of soft dirt to dig in, take baths and whatnot. Here's some of the old cement from the posts that we took up. And these 2 holes here we're going to use to set some posts in, and this old 4x4 we're actually going to screw it on the top of the 2 posts, and it'll be a chicken roost. I was going to cut down a tree, but I figured I didn't want to waste this. I might put one over there as well. The other thing I did a little bit differently, I don't remember if I got this on camera or not, but right here is going to be a 6-foot wide door so I can get in with the tractor. And that'll allow me to get right into the barn door. I can drop off wood chips or fill up the bucket with their old poop and whatnot. I took part of the old 6x6 and I made a threshold. I've got to do something on the side here. I couldn't put it here because we use cement for these 2 posts. But this will be a threshold where the door will sit on top so nothing will dig under. I didn't bother recording this just because it took a lot of back and forth measuring. But basically we measured 16 feet from the wall back to the center of the post for every post. One thing we worked on today, I don't know if it's pick up or not, but this string, I had a string level and I marked on all the posts, level line all the way across. That is where the top of the 2x4 is going to go all the way across, similar to the way we built the garden fence. I'm going to put my end in first, and then we'll straighten out your end. Okay, can you get the level over there? And then set it right in the middle on top. It should be level, but I want to make sure. Yeah, come over here and look at it from this way. Hold on to it, I'm going to bump it up. This is Frizzle. She's a Partridge, Frizzle, Silkie mix. And she has the wildest feathers I've seen on a chicken. She's quite friendly. I don't think she's used to pepper yet, though.
Make sure he does not go get that food.
cut that one a little lower. So this is the end of this project. You can see here that boards are straight, fence is tight. It's gotta have the grass grow in here. I installed new 2x4 fencing, put it in the ground, tied it together so nothing can dig under, get to the chickens. I decided not to reinstall the center beam here with the swing. I have plans down the road to possibly divide this off, and I'd rather build from the ground up. Built the new platform for the weather station. About 90 degrees today, a little over 90. Pretty hot for our area. So I cut these posts at a slight angle so the water will run off, and I also put some Thompson water seal on it as well just to help it out. Here's the chicken roost, outside chicken roost I built for them. Some of the old 4x4s. I did have to replace this board here when I stapled this on and put some tension on it. Actually split the old board. This door is wide enough, more than wide enough for my tractor to get in. I can get in there with the bucket, clean out their coop, or I could even dump some wood chips off in the wintertime.